So how much more longer until the shuttle?
How much more longer?
This is what a midweek trip to Epcot looks like.
During the coronavirus outbreak.
During the coronavirus outbreak?
There's nobody here.
So it is Thursday, and I just got back from Orlando this morning. Was in Epcot yesterday with family. Had a great day. Woke up early this morning from the hotel, drove back to Jacksonville to get as much of a full day work in today as I could. So I'm back in Jacksonville and getting ready to head into the office. And it's interesting with all of this COVID-19 news and coronavirus news and talk of shutting down. I think they actually have shut down travel from Europe to the United States. The NBA has canceled games. NCAA has canceled audiences. Late night shows are canceling audiences. It's really getting it and becoming exacerbated, and I think more serious than a lot of us ever realized it would be. At any rate, it's interesting to see how this is going to affect the economy, how this is going to affect real estate. Regardless, interest rates are still low. What will be, will be. I mean, either way, everything's going to be okay. And I think that's the important thing to keep in mind. As long as we all take the necessary precautions, social distancing, washing our hands, avoiding touching the face, I think we'll be fine. Regardless, I'm going to talk a little bit about what it takes, the top tips to get top dollar for your home in this market, especially considering that we are in a market now in which we are, and I've said it before, but we're experiencing incredibly low inventory levels. How does that affect you as a seller if you are planning on selling your house? That's what we're going to be talking about in this vlog. Right now, there's lots of talk about the super low inventory levels that we're experiencing right now. It's true. We have...
So you're filming yourself now?
I am. How are you?
All right.
Good, good. It's always funny walking through the downtown area with a camera to your face. People think you're a weirdo. But yeah, we have a very low instance of inventory, and that can be a boon for sellers. Really good news. You don't have a whole lot of competition, but at the same time, there are still things that you, as a seller, need to do and need to be aware of in order to maximize the results when you decide to put your house on the market. And I'll talk about a few of those things now. So I'm just arriving at a listing of ours at 138 West 21st Street. It is a great house. It is a wonderful opportunity. It was actually under contract up until a short time ago, until a few days before we were supposed to close on it. It fell through because the buyer's financing fell through. So it's an amazing opportunity if you are in the market now for an affordable home that has been completely renovated. This house has a new roof, a new HVAC, updated electric, updated plumbing, and it comes in at less than $100,000. They're asking $95,000 for it. You could see it here behind me. Let's take a look inside. am standing in 138 West 21st Street, and as I mentioned, it is completely renovated. It is move-in ready. This could be a great opportunity for homeowners looking for something that is accessible, something that is affordable, something that is move-in ready for not a huge monthly payment at all. Alternatively, this could make an amazing rental. I think the numbers are such that with 20% down on a conventional loan, you could see an excellent return on your money. This property could positively cash flow from the beginning. So as you walk through the house, just about everything that you see is new. The floors have been refinished. They are actually original historic floors, historic wooden floors, but they have been refinished beautifully. You walk into the kitchen, and the kitchen is gorgeous. It's a small kitchen, but it's very nicely designed. It's very well laid out. All of the appliances are new. All of the cabinetry is new. The backsplash above the sink is new. It's just really great. The flooring in here is new as well. And then as you walk into the back, you have a very large utility room. This is where the washer and dryer would go. This is where the washer dryer connects are right here. You have the water heater and a door leading out into the backyard. It's not a very large backyard, but it is a nice size, and there is a detached single car garage which could be used as a shed. I'm gonna walk briefly around the outside of the house. This is the backyard, and you have an area for off-street parking. That's where I'm walking now, and what would be the driveway. The first portion of it is paved, and you can see this is where you can pull a car in off of the street from the road. There's actually a gate right there, which provides access to this space. So off-street parking is always a good thing. And the exterior of the house is this asbestos siding, which has been around for a very long time, very common, and very, very low maintenance. It's perfectly harmless as long as it stays intact. People hear the word asbestos and they start to freak out. That would be a problem only if you tried to rip it off. So great opportunity, guys. Contact me for additional information. I would love to sell this house. Like I said, we've already been under contract. We've been this close to closing this house, to selling it, and it fell through because of the buyer's financing. You know, even though inventory levels, as I said, are low, sellers still need to do their due diligence in order to make sure that their sales effort is worthwhile. The first thing, as I've said on this vlog and many times before, is getting the price right. Working with your real estate agent to really systematically analyze local sales conditions and changing market conditions, and making sure that you get the price right is the single most effective thing you can do in order to affect a positive outcome of the sales efforts. It can't be stressed enough. Get the price right. The time that you spend doing that, doing the research, having your real estate agent do the research, is going to be well worth it. It's going to single-handedly make the biggest determinant factor as to whether or not the sales effort is going to be positive or not so positive. You know, another consideration is condition. You want to make sure that your house is presented well. Presentation is key. How do you improve property's presentation? Well, if it's a vacant lot, making sure that it is free of trash, making sure that any overgrowth is cut and maintained and trimmed. If you have a house, it's making sure that you've got a great curb appeal, that your yard is landscaped and certainly trimmed, that the exterior paint is in good condition, windows and doors are in good condition. If you have a condo, it moves to the interior. You want to make sure that your interior is on point. Good condition, making sure that walls are in good shape, making sure that the house is clean, making sure that it is staged if at all possible. Staging is one element that really does make a huge difference when it comes to successfully selling a house. After getting the price right, presentation is key, and staging is a very, very important part of that process. We always recommend staging here at Belle Epoque Realty. There isn't really a situation that doesn't call for it, in our opinion. We have the information, we have the tools to get your house staged so that the likelihood of attracting the attention of that buyer that you need, that one buyer that you need, is increased. Another important component is going to be making sure that your property is as accessible as it possibly can be. That is making sure that you accommodate as many showings as possible with the shortest amount of notice that's possible. I know it's very inconvenient when you're living in a home that you're trying to sell to have it ready at a moment's notice, maybe with an hour's heads up. As inconvenient as it is, it really helps. The more accessible you make that house, the more likelihood it is to sell within a reasonable time frame. People aren't going to buy your house if they can't see it. It's inconvenient, but it's important to keep your house in a showing condition as much as humanly possible. If you're living in the house at the time you're trying to sell it, yes, that is a challenge, but it is a challenge worth accepting because the results are going to be in your favor. Promise. So those are really the 3 top things, guys, that you can do in order to maximize the effectiveness of your home sale efforts. Buyers, market, limited inventory, conditions notwithstanding, these are still very, very important topics, very important tips that you can implement in order to affect the sale. If you have any questions, if I've left anything unmentioned, ask us about it in the comments or contact us directly. We would love for you to consider subscribing to our channel. We work hard on these videos, bringing them to you every week. Tune in, there's gonna be a different topic every week. We are open to suggestions. If there's something you want me to talk about, I'm happy to do so. So until then, we'll see you next week.